So my name is Yorgo Tloupas. I'm from Paris, France, but I'm half Greek. I grew up in Paris, but my dad was Greek. He did the School of Fine Arts in Athens, and in 1950 he came to Paris, and he was successful, and he did a lot of public art and buildings and etc. So it's been a very strong inspiration, I would say, and to me to have become a lawyer or a dentist would have been a rebellious act, really. I've got a small design company, and I'm now the art director for the Black Rose brand, and I've been working with the brand for almost 10 years now, since the beginning. I think it's quite an important responsibility for a designer to oversee a brand, because brands are omnipresent in society. You can't spend a day without seeing a logo. It's really the unescapable presence of design in someone's life. I think it really started with skateboarding. If a kid does football, his visual culture is going to be the logos of the sponsors on the football shirts. But if you're a skateboarder, in a year you'll see hundreds of board designs. So skateboarding is my biggest influence in terms of visual culture. My first ever job was to design snowboards and a logo for Rossignol snowboards. I used to be sponsored by Rossignol in the mid-90s. After that, I diverged towards more kind of urban projects. I worked for fashion brands, art foundations, and etc., etc. But all my clients were in Paris, and I kind of left my skiing roots, snowboarding roots behind. And so when Camille came and said, "Oh, you want to work for a ski brand?" I was like, "Oh, that's interesting." My main concern was the absolute ugliness of the market. It was ridiculous. It was really shocking, and I was like, "Okay, let's just do the things the way I see them." So I started by drawing a bird, like when you draw a bird and you're a kid, it's just like a V. I drew a few V's next to each other, which symbolized the free skiing community. And typographically, we went for something very simple, Helvetica bold, like a throwback to the golden era of Swiss graphic design of the 60s and 70s. People are always like, "You always go to the mountains, do you ever work?" I'm like, I'm working. I am working when I'm on a chairlift, I am working when I'm hiking up somewhere, I'm working when I'm going down, or, this is all work, because I look at other skis, I look at what you see, I look at my skis, and it's 100% work. It's very exciting. And design, it's not an art, it's a craft. The identity and the coherence of the brand is such that you can almost fit anything within it. You can decide tomorrow, okay, I'll build a jet ski. I hate jet skis. We wouldn't build jet skis, but I'll build a jet ski, and it's gonna look Black Rose, and it's quite easy. Paris life, it's continental in some ways. You're not that far from the mountains, you're not that far from the sea. It could be better. I could be in Biarritz, but then I would be in Biarritz, and it's just nothing happens over there in terms of what I like to do. It's all about meeting people, really. You meet people who are launching businesses, and so they're more likely to call me and say, "I've got a publishing house, do you want to do layouts?" Or, "Hey, I've got a magazine, do you want to be the art director?" By word of mouth, you meet people and you just develop your business. It's really exciting. But the Chamonix culture, the challenging, engaged writing that the Black Rose founders do, globally in Paris, people have no idea what it is. My dad, Philolaus, really taught me that an artistic lifestyle and artistic ambitions were completely compatible with a normal, sustainable life. And the skis we did worked well, and the people who were skiing those skis were skiing them really well, and the design was non-compromising, so it just matched the mindset of our target consumers. We just did what we believed in and waited for people to believe in what we believed in.